Okay. Today we're doing a deep dive into a gadget called the Rima Holodesk. It looks like it might finally solve that big multi-monitor headache for remote workers, digital nomads. It's this triple screen extender, and the ads make some pretty big claims. Huge productivity boost, universal plug and play, super portable, and the kicker, massive discounts, like up to 40% off. So the big question for us really is this thing legit? Is it the breakthrough we need, or is it maybe just another one of those too good to be true online deals?
Exactly. And for you listening, our mission here is to look at the source material, pull it apart, and really pinpoint those warning signs you should watch out for. When you see a gadget that sounds amazing, but the price feels off. Let's see if we can sort the hype from reality.
All right, let's unpack it then. The very first thing I think that kind of screams red flag based on the sources is that price point. What are we actually seeing cost-wise compared to like established brands?
Yeah, the pricing is, well, it's pretty wild for what they're claiming. They're selling the Rima Holodesk for under $70. Now, if you put that in context, similar gadgets from brands you'd actually trust, high-quality ones with complex folding parts and reliable tech inside, they usually run several $100s.
And there's a reason for that, right? The sources point out you can't just duct tape two cheap screens together.
Precisely. Making a genuinely portable and functional multi-display system isn't cheap. You're paying for specialized thin glass, for hinge mechanisms that need to work properly and attach securely, plus all the integrated stuff like power delivery, display drivers. Getting that kind of tech for $70, it feels highly unlikely it would be durable or even work properly for long.
Okay, fair point. But hang on, could it be possible they've got some like revolutionary new manufacturing process? Maybe we're just being too skeptical.
You always hope for innovation, but unfortunately, the rest of the analysis just doesn't back that up at all. In fact, that super low price leads right into the next big warning sign. A real lack of transparency. You can't really look at that price alone. If they did have some breakthrough tech, believe me, they'd be shouting about it, showing proof.
That makes total sense, yeah. If they're promising universal compatibility and a, quote, smooth experience, you'd expect them to list the specs clearly. So what key technical details are just missing?
Pretty much everything critical. We're talking about detailed screen resolution specs, the refresh rate, which is crucial for smooth video, or even just scrolling.
Right.
And maybe most importantly, verified driver support. Does it really work plug and play with your specific Mac OS or Windows version or Linux? If you're traveling, depending on this, for work.
Yeah, driver problems could be a disaster. Lost income, not just the $70. So that plug and play claim is basically unverifiable without the details. Probably means older, cheaper screens too.
Very likely.
Okay, now here's where it gets really interesting, I think. Let's talk social proof. Their website claims, what, a 4.8-star rating? And boasts about thousands of happy customers, selling thousands daily.
Right. And this brings up the crucial question for you, the potential buyer. Okay, if it's so popular and so good, where are all the independent reviews? Our source analysis found basically next to nothing in terms of external verification.
No YouTube unboxings, no tech blog reviews, nothing on Amazon or Newegg.
Exactly. If a product was genuinely selling thousands every day, especially at that price, and it actually worked as advertised, the internet would be absolutely flooded with reviews, videos, discussions.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to escape it. So this, like, total silence everywhere except their own site, that's maybe the biggest warning sign.
It's a massive red flag, absolutely, especially for something claiming to be a fairly complex piece of technology. That silence is deafening.
So putting it all together, what's the verdict for someone who genuinely needs portable screens? We've got this crazy low price, super vague technical info, and zero independent proof despite claims of huge sales.
Well, the source's conclusion is pretty clear. Based on all these factors, the Rima Holodesk leans very heavily towards being questionable. Look, maybe a box shows up if you order it, but the chances of it delivering that sleek, professional experience from the ads, extremely low. You're far more likely to run into quality issues, compatibility problems. At the end of the day, if you really need reliable extra screens for work, the safest bet, honestly, is to invest in a trusted brand, even if it costs quite a bit more upfront.
Okay, so here's a final thought for you to chew on. If a gadget really did offer a premium, complex tech solution for way, way less than the established market price, and the only place you see glowing reviews is on its own sales page, why wouldn't a single happy customer out of those supposed thousands want to share their amazing find somewhere, anywhere else online?